Good morning, children. Today we are going to see the topic in geography, India, vegetation and wildlife. Vegetation is nothing but about the plants and trees, okay, and wildlife is about the animals, okay. So that we are going to see what are the trees and animals that found in India, okay. So first when we are going to see about the thorny bushes. Thorny bushes. Thorn means mull, okay. Bushes is pudar, okay. So we are going to see about the thorny bushes, okay. Thorny bushes, okay, mainly thorny bushes, it comprises of shrubs or bushes, okay. Shrubs, bushes are all same, adu pudargal appdi solvanga. So thorny bushes, okay. Then with thorns and spines, adula enna irukum thorny bushes nave andha pudargalla mull, spine, that is thorns and spines, முள்ளு வந்து அந்த புதர்கள்ல இருக்கும், முட்புதர்கள் அப்படி சொல்லுவாங்கல்ல அதுதான். So that is thorny bushes. Where you can see this thorny bushes in the dry areas like deserts. Deserts mostly where you are getting no water or less water, there you can see the thorny bushes, okay. So this type of vegetation is found in dry areas, okay. So where the temperatures are high and low rainfall, so that the places are that gets very high temperatures, otherwise it gets less rainfall. If you take it rainfall, it is less than 25 centimeter annual rainfall. This is annual rainfall is 25 centimeters or below it. So in these region only we are getting this thorny bushes. We can see the thorny bushes, okay. And where you can see this thorny bushes are Rajasthan, Punjab, Haryana, parts of Western Ghats and Gujarat. All these places you can see the thorny bushes because all these areas are dry areas, okay. So in these places you can see this thorny bushes. So then what type of trees and plants you can found in the thorny bushes, okay. You can see cactus, cactus, you know, the sotu katala marilla chapati kali apdi solvanga. So cactus, khair is a tree, babul is a tree, kikar is a tree and thorny bushes, mutpudargal. So all these you can see in the that is dry areas. Trees and plants. What are the trees and plants you can see in thorny bushes? Cactus, khair, babul, kikar and thorny bushes, okay. Then leaves of cactus, okay. So the leaf itself that is modified into spine. So on the spine irukradanaala vaxiyamu irukum. Adu how it will be, it is in a vaxi, adha மெழுகு மாதிரி உள்ள நீங்க இந்த what is this, இந்த சோற்று கற்றாழை எல்லாம் ஓபன் பண்ணா உள்ள ஜெல்லி மாதிரி இருக்கும். சோ அந்த ஜெல்லி கண்டென்ட்லயே அதுக்கு வாட்டர் இருக்கும், அதனால dry ஏரியாஸா இருந்தாலும் அந்த வாட்டர் கண்டென்ட் அதால தங்க வச்சுக்க முடியும். And not only that, the roots of the trees and the bushes all that will go very deep to the ground. So அடியில போறதுனால அந்த ரூட்ஸ்லாம் ரொம்ப அடியில இருக்க தண்ணி அதால எடுத்துட்டு அதனால அது உயிர் வாழ முடியுது. So this type of plants and trees you can see in the dry areas, thorny bushes, okay. So the leaves of this cactus is modified into spine which helps to survive there because it itself contains the water content, okay. This is about the thorny bushes. Thorny bushes, that is, it mainly consists of shrubs or bushes, okay. So what it is with thorns and spines, and the bushes la eppadi irukuma mulloda irukum, okay. So where you can usually found this type of trees or plants or vegetations, we can see only in the dry areas there with a high temperature and low rainfall, that is minimum 25 centimeter. இந்த அளவு மழை இருக்கிற இடத்துல dry seasonல because அதுல மழையே கிடையாது, அது மட்டும் இல்ல டெம்பரேச்சரும் ஹையா இருக்கும். அப்படினா அந்த ஏரியா என்னவா இருக்கும்? Deserts. These are deserts, In this area only you can see this thorny bushes. Places where the places you can found these type of bushes: Rajasthan, Punjab, Haryana, parts of Western Ghats and Gujarat. All these places you can see this thorny bushes. And trees and plants, what are the types of trees you can found there and what are the type of plants you can found there? Cactus, cane, babul, kikar, idellame trees, thorny bushes. These are the plants and trees you can see there. And leaf of its cactus, that is self modified into spine, which able to keep the water. So that is why these plants are able to survive in the desert areas. This is about the thorny bushes. When you come to the mountain vegetations, naturally mountain vegetations mean mountain plants and trees. Where you can see only in the mountain areas. Okay, then that is why found in mountain vegetations. Vegetation is nothing but plants and trees that you can found in the mountain region. Elevation increases. What is the elevation? Height. Okay, what is that? Height here. It refers to height. If the height increases, when you can feel that. Why we are going for the hill stations during summer? We are getting cool climate there. So as we move from ground to the upper level, the temperature will decreases. So mountain la height poga ennagu temperature வந்து decreases ஆயிட்டே இருக்கும். 162 meters க்கு எவ்வளவு 1 சென்டிமீட்டர் that is height வந்து temperature வந்து குறைஞ்சிட்டே வரும். ஓகே, so 1 degree temperature அப்படியே குறைஞ்சிட்டே வரும். ஒவ்வொரு 162 சென்டிமீட்டர் ஹைட் போக 1 degree temperature குறைஞ்சிட்டே வரும். ஸோ அதனால elevation increases, height போக என்ன ஆகும்? மவுண்டன்ல temperature will decrease. Okay, and trees found in this region change. ஸோ అందులో ஒரே டைப் ஆஃப் climate இருக்காது. If கொஞ்சம் மழையில இருந்து கொஞ்சம் ஏறும்போது climate வேற மாதிரி இருக்கும். And if you go to the further, there the climate is different. And if you go entirely up, the time what is the temperature is entirely different. So the same type of vegetation you cannot see in the mountain regions. According to the height, that vegetation will also differ. That is why trees found in this region change. One type of trees you cannot see in the mountain region. According to their height, the plants and trees also differ. Okay, then if you take it 1500 to 2500 meter height, what are the type of trees you can see? Coniferous types like cher, pine, deodar, fir and cedar. இந்த மாதிரி trees எல்லாம் தான் இந்த height 1500 to 2500 meters la will grow. Okay, so then called coniferous trees. These the trees grown here are called coniferous trees. Why? Because of its conical shape. அதோட shape, tree ஓட shape எப்படி இருக்கும்? கிறிஸ்மஸ் ட்ரீ மாதிரி இப்படி கீழே இருக்கும், இந்த மாதிரி இருக்கும். Why it is like that? The snow is so heavy there. Snow வந்து அதிகமாக இருக்கும். அப்போ ட்ரீஸ் வந்து மேலே அப்படியே தங்கிக்கிட்டா இப்படி ஸ்ட்ரெயிட்டாக இருந்ததுன்னா வாட் வில் ஹேப்பன்? அந்த ட்ரீ லீவ்ஸ் எல்லாம் ரொம்ப அப்படியே அழுகி போயிடும். ஸோ அந்ததுக்காக நேச்சுரலி அது எப்படி இருக்கும்? ஸ்னோ இது மேலே பட்டாலும் இட் வில் ஸ்லைட் ஆஃப், அப்படியே கீழே விழுந்துடும். ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி டைப்புக்கு ஏற்ற மாதிரி, கிளைமேட்டுக்கு ஏற்ற மாதிரி அதோட ட்ரீஸோட அமைப்பும் இட் வில் பி இன் அ கோனிக்கல் ஷேப். தட் இஸ் வை இட் இஸ் கால்ட் coniferous forest. Because of the shape of the trees, it got its name conical, that is coniferous forest. Okay ma, mainly where you can see this type of forest in the Himalayan region. Himalayan region la da indha mari type of trees nammalaala paaka mudiyum. So for mountain forest is vegetations where there you can found, we can see only in the mountain region. So and according to their height, elevations, you go the temperature also change, that is 162 centimeter. If we go up, it 1 degree temperature will decreases. Okay, 165. Okay, so 165 க்கு போக போக 1 degree temperature குறைஞ்சிட்டே வரும். So அதனால change அதோட trees வந்து ஒரே டைப்ல இருக்காது. According to the climate, the trees will also change. Vegetation will also change. So 1500 to 2500 meters, you can see the coniferous trees like cher, pine, deodar, fir and cedar grow. Okay, so and because of its conical shape, the trees are all in a cone shape. Why? Because if it is only like this, the snow, it is a very the snow covered area, so snow will slide off, it won't stay there. So because of that, it is called as, because of this shape, it is called as a coniferous. All the trees will be in a conical shape, that is why it is called coniferous forest or trees. Okay, then where you can see this type of vegetation only in the Himalayan region. Okay, so this is about the thorny bushes and mountain vegetation. Thorny bushes is only in the dry areas, and mountain region only you can see the mountain vegetation. It needs a cool climate, and the type of vegetation also change in mountain, and here they are all same type of vegetations, that is it will grow only in the dry areas. That type of vegetations you can see there, and because of high temperature and low rainfall, the low rainfall, thorny bushes are seen in these places, mainly in the desert areas. You can see in Rajasthan, Punjab, Haryana, parts of Western Ghats and Gujarat. And trees, what are the trees you can see? Cactus, cane, bobul, kikar and thorny bushes. Okay, and leaves itself they modified into spine. Okay, these are, so it can able to survive, it able to make water with it within. Okay, so and it is also in like a wax, okay, like a jelly, so they will keep the water and they can survive in a dry condition also. And not only there, the trees or roots will go very deep into the ground. From there it will take the water and then they survive. This is about thorny bushes and mountain vegetation. Okay, next topic in this India vegetation and wildlife, we'll see the importance of forest. Forest nala namakku enna nanmaigal kedaikum. Okay, forest provide habitat for the wildlife. Habitat na enama wildlife na enadhu vana vilangugal, so birds, animals adukella vaazhradhukku adu oru irupidama irukku, adu oru veedu mari forest vandu animals kala irukku, animals and birds ka. So forest provide habitat, adu enna vaalvidam. Okay, so habitat for wildlife. Many animals and plants or birds live in forests. It's a home for animal and birds. Okay, that is why forests provide habitat for wildlife. Okay, then forests are cut. If you cut the forest, what will happen? The animals and plants, birds are not able to survive. It could not able to live because it is a habitat. It's a place for those to live. Okay, so we should not cut the forest. Okay, and forest is also important for hunting and poaching. Okay, commercially for the valuable products. Okay, business ku theviyana nariya valuable goods. Okay, madhipumikka valuable goods we are getting from forest. That is the commercially for business purpose. We are getting many items from the forest. By how? By hunting and poaching. What is hunting? Vettayadu. Poaching nalu vettayadrathu. Okay, so hunting and poaching. For what purpose? For what things we are hunting animals? For skin, for their skin, adoda tholukaga, kombu, horns, bones, adoda elumbu, and for fur, adoda mudi. Okay, so idukagala nama vandu we are hunting and poaching to get valuable products from the forest. For this purpose also A forest is useful. Okay, so we are getting medicines from bones of some animals. Okay, so even from snakes we are taking from their poison also we are preparing some medicine. So for all these purposes also fulfilled by the forest. Okay, and we to protect wildlife, to save the animals, the government have started many things: national parks, sanctuaries, biosphere. So these are all started by the government to protect the animals. Okay, so what is this national park? An area set up by national government. It is an area, it is created. Okay, இது artificial நாம create பண்றது. Okay, so an area set up by government mainly for the preservation of natural environment. The natural environment இயற்கையா காடுலாம் இருக்கு. ஸோ அது நேச்சுரலாக இருக்கும், அதை பாதுகாக்கிறது, அதை அழியாம அப்படியே அதை சேஃபாக பாதுகாப்பாங்க. சில ஏரியாவை அவங்க நேஷனல் பார்க்னு ப்ரொடெக்டட் பண்ணி சேவ் பண்ணுவாங்க. So area set up by the national government. Who will start this? National government. For what? Preservation of natural environment. To save the environment, they have started a national park. Okay, then what is a sanctuary? Where birds and animals can live. They can live, be protected. They will be protected, and here the hunting and poaching are punishable. No one could get into this. They can hunt any animal or a bird. It is a protected area for animals and plants. That is a sanctuary. Okay, and this is the next one. Next one is the biosphere. That is legally protected area. That is, it's legally ரொம்ப சட்டப்பிரகாரம் அது வந்து ரொம்ப பாதுகாப்பான இடம். No one can go there. They cannot do hunting or poaching. They are immediately punished. Okay, so that is what a biosphere. Okay, then next one, if you take those like this to protect wildlife, government have started all this national parks, sanctuaries, biosphere. Okay, then next, national park and sanctuaries, mainly what purpose they have started? Mainly to protect the birds and animals from hunters. Hunters கிட்டந்து வேட்டையாடுறவங்க கிட்டந்து birds-யும் animals-யும் protect பண்றதுக்காக தான் we have started this national park and sanctuaries. Mainly these are started for the to protect the birds and animals from hunters. Okay, then government to protect some endangered animals. What is an endangered animal? Those in our states to be completely disappear from the earth. earthல இருந்து அப்படியே மறைஞ்சு போய் இனிமேல் அதோட இனமே இல்லாத அளவுக்கு வர முடிகிறது தான் endangered animals. So அந்த மாதிரி tiger is like that. tiger வந்து அப்படி இனமே அழியக்கூடியதுல இருக்கு. So அது மாதிரி elephants இருக்கு. So அதனால project tiger and project elephant is started. Program has started to protect the endangered animals. அழிந்து வர உயிரினங்கள் எல்லாம் காப்பாத்துறதுக்கு இந்த மாதிரி ஸ்கிரீம்ஸ் எல்லாம் government have started. Project tiger, project elephants. So these are all started by the government. Then when we are celebrating Wildlife Week, when we are celebrating on the first week of October every year, that week is celebrated as a Wildlife Week. Okay, so then why? Reason is to create. Why we are celebrating this day as week as a Wildlife Week? To create awareness among the people to protect the or preserve the wildlife. Animals, plants, trees எல்லாம் நம்ம வந்து பேர்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் we have to preserve. அதெல்லாம் நம்ம காப்பாற்றணும், அழிஞ்சு போகாம அப்படி மக்களுக்கு ஒரு விழிப்புணர்ச்சி கொடுக்கறதுக்காக தான் we are celebrating this wildlife week. Okay, this is about the not only that, forest also provide many things like medicine we are getting from the forest. Okay, like a neem tree, neem oil. Okay, so many medicines we are getting from forest. Okay, and it also provide timber, மரங்கள் நமக்கு கொடுக்குது, furnitures அதெல்லாம் செய்யறதுக்கு. And it also give food items, fruits, which நிறைய fruits, vegetables we are getting from forest. So forests also provide many things like food items, timber, medicinal plants. So everything we are getting from forest. Okay, so that is what is the importance of forest. Mainly forest provides a habitat to the wildlife. Habitat is to where it's a place to live for animals and birds. Okay, forest if you cut, it will affect the life of the plants and birds. And for certain things, we are for the commercial purposes, we are getting from the forest by hunting and poaching, that is skin, horns, bones and fur. To protect wildlife, government have started national parks, sanctuaries, biosphere, etc. What is a national park? It is an area set up by the national government, okay, for the preservation of environment, natural environment அழிஞ்சு போகாம காப்பாத்துறதுக்காக செட் பண்றது. Okay, then next one is sanctuary, where the place birds and animals can live by protected. அங்க hunt பண்ண முடியாது, அந்த இடத்துல போய் நம்மளால hunt பண்ண முடியாது. We can go and see, have a look of that, but we cannot go for hunting. And this is legally protected, சட்ட பிரகாரம் protect பண்ண area biosphere. We cannot go for hunting or anything else, illegal activities. Okay, national park and sanctuaries are mainly started to protect the birds and animals from the hunters. Okay, government started Project Tiger, Project Elephant programs to protect the endangered, the animals that are going to finish on the earth. Like that type of animals, they are giving protection in the name of a program, Project Tiger and Project Elephant. And Wildlife Week, and this is celebrated for the first week of October every year. For what reason it is celebrating? To create awareness among the people to preserve the wildlife. This is about the importance of forest. Okay children, next we see the importance of forest. Okay, that we have already completed. Next we'll see the difference between the tropical rainforest and deciduous forest. Tropical, deciduous forest. Okay, what is the tropical? Why it is tropical? Okay, this is an earth. Okay, the 0 point is the equator. So these areas are the tropical areas. Okay, these areas are the tropical areas. So these forests are in this tropical rainforest and tropical deciduous forest are in these areas. Okay, in the tropical places. After that temperate, then frigid. So tropical areas. So that is why it is called a tropical evergreen forest and tropical deciduous forest. Okay, so how the tropical rainforest are? It is very dense இருக்கும், divided into layers. Okay, அது எப்படி இருக்குமா, அடர்த்தியா இருக்கும். ஓகே, நிறைய லேயர்ஸாக இருக்கும். ட்ரீ எல்லாம் ஒரே ஷேப்பில் இருக்காது. கீழே ஒரு லேயர், கீழெல்லாம் ஷர்ப்ஸ், தானி புஷ்ஷஸ் அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கும், புஷ்ஷஸாக இருக்கும். அடுத்தது பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு டைப் ஆஃப் ட்ரீஸ் இருக்கும். தென் அதுக்கும் மேலே வந்து டாப் லெவலில் ஒரு ட்ரீஸ் இருக்கும். அது டிவைடட் இன்டு லேயர்ஸ். என்ன சொல்லுவாங்க, அண்டர் க்ரோத், எமர்ஜென்ட், canopy அப்படின் வந்து it is got a layers. In higher classes you will learn this about this. So it is divided into many layers. Undergrowth, only small creepers, bushes we can see. Then trees up to some level of meters, 32 meters and all, you can see the next level emergent, and the last canopy, it is fully covered like a green blanket. எப்படி ஒரு பச்சை கலர் போர்வையை விரிச்சு அப்படி இருக்குமோ அது மாதிரி நம்ம மேல இருந்து பார்த்தா ஒரு ஸ்பேஸ் கூட தெரியாது, ஃபுல்லா போர்வையை போத்துன மாதிரி ட்ரீஸ் எல்லாம் ஒரே லெவலா இருக்கும். அதுக்கு பேரு canopy. So that is why tropical rainforests are divided into many layers. Okay, and different types of flora and fauna we can see there. What is flora? Plants. Fauna is animal. So in this tropical evergreen forest we can see different type of plants and animals. Okay, so first if you take it, tropical rainforest. Okay, this is very dense forest, adarthiya irukum. It contains many layers and we can see different types of plants and animals, flora and fauna. If you take this, it is not dense like a evergreen forest. அது மாதிரி இது ரொம்ப அடர்த்தியானது கிடையாது. Okay, then trees shed leaves at different times. So what happened in this evergreen forest, or it is rainforest, it is also called rainforest because it is getting much rain. Okay, so that is also it is called rainforest. Okay, in this rainforest, trees shed their leaves at different times. Different times la இலை வந்து விழுந்துட்டே இருக்கும். So ஒரு டைம்ல ஒரு tree type of trees ல layers ல tree leaves shed ஆகும்போது மற்ற ட்ரீல வந்து அந்த leaves இருந்துட்டே இருக்கும். So அதுல இன்னொரு டைம்ல அதை விழும்போது இன்னொரு type of treesல வந்து leaves will stay. So அதனால எப்பவுமே அது leaves இருந்துட்டே இருக்கும். Because leaves sheds at trees shed their leaves at different times. Okay, so always அதனால எப்பவுமே all throughout the year full-ஆவே அது evergreen தான் இருக்கும். Okay, and sheets shed their leaves at particular time, but in deciduous forest what will happen, the trees will shed all the trees will shed their leaves at a particular season. So whenever it got a leaves, it seems like a green blanket, but other times when it shed the leaves, it seems to be a empty tree. So sheets shed their leaves at a particular time. It is always evergreen because different layers, some layers shed their leaves at some time and other layers shed their leaves at another time. So it remains evergreen throughout the year. And if you take them, the sunlight does not reach the ground because it is a very dense. Okay, the sunlight cannot able to grow down. Okay, so the sunlight does not reach the ground because of the dense. Okay, here they do not grow very close, allowing the sunlight to reach the ground. Okay, what happened here, the sunlight will reach the ground because now it is not like a evergreen forest very dense. Okay, so there is a gap between trees, so the sun easily reaches the ground. Okay, then if you take it the trees, what are the types of, you can see in this means mahogany, evergreen forest, mahogany, ebony and rosewood are the trees you can see in the what is that, evergreen forest. Sal, teak, peepal, neem and shisham, these are the trees you can see in the deciduous forest. Okay, then where you can see these type of trees, that is Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, Nagaland and Western Ghats. All this area you can see the evergreen forest. If you take the deciduous forest, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Odisha and parts of Maharashtra, you can see the deciduous forest. So this is the difference between the tropical evergreen or tropical rainforest and tropical deciduous forest. I told you the reason why it is called tropical, because it's found in the areas tropical regions. Okay, so it is very tropical, rainforest is very dense and divided into layers, multi layers. Okay, and you can see the different type of plants and animals. Okay, there it is not dense. Okay, and here it shed the leaves at different season, so you can see the leaves are evergreen throughout the year. Here it sheds the leaves at a particular time, and sunlight does not reach the ground as it is dense. The sunlight, it allows the sunlight to reach the ground because it's not very close. And what are the trees we can see? Mahogany, ebony, rosewood. There you take sal, teak, peepal, neem and shisham. Where you can find these type of trees? Here Andaman and Nicobar, Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, Nagaland and Western Ghats. These deciduous forest, Madhya Pradesh, UP, that is Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Odisha and Maharashtra, you can see the tropical deciduous forest. And this question is, when you go for the higher classes, 10th also, this question is very, very important question. Very often this question is asked. Okay, so learn this question very carefully, children. I hope you understood the concept. Today's assignment is learn and write this difference between the tropical rainforest and tropical deciduous forest. Differences between tropical rainforest and tropical deciduous forest. Today we have seen what are the things we have learned about the desert, that is thorny bushes, and about the mountain region we have learned, and we learned about the importance of forest and the difference between the tropical rainforest and deciduous forest. I hope you have understood the concept, children. Have a nice day.